On today's episode, I'm going to be showing you how to change out and replace your damaged garage door bottom seal, or also known as weather stripping. So stay tuned. Welcome to Fix This House. If you're new to the channel, consider pressing the subscribe and notification bell so you can always be in tune on DIYs, how-to videos, and product reviews that I do within this channel. Now, this garage door is fairly brand new. My parents just got this 3 to 4 years ago, and if you look right here, the weather stripping on the bottom is already starting to tear apart, and all this debris is starting to accumulate. You can see that on the left side, there's already a huge crack. Now, the garage door seal product that I'll be replacing this with is this one that I found on Amazon. Now, this has a lot of great features on it, and it has really great reviews, so I decided to get this one. It has very thick, nice padding, thick rubber, and it has that very nice tube, the ones that you don't find on big box stores. This has a lot of traits, and I started stretching this out, and it's about 16 feet. Before you even work under your garage, make sure you either unplug this right there, or don't pull this. Keep this attached. You're going to be constantly moving this door, tugging on it, and you don't want that collapsing on you. Removing this, all you need to do is use a utility knife or any type of box knife. The inside, there's no tube on this style. If you look right here, there's two channels that this thing is running from. See how it just slides like that? You can actually go to the very end of this thing and slide it out. See if we can go through that way. You can see on the end it's crimped. You just gotta uncrimp that so you can take out the channel. There we go. You got it, Dad. So here's the difference. Here's their old. Notice how there's no tubing in there. Other side, other side. Now you're gonna notice throughout this whole video, I'm gonna start mentioning a lot of tips. One of those tips is just take a little brush, whatever brush that you have, and start cleaning out the tracks underneath. We're gonna be using lithium grease for added operation, smoother operations. Dab it right there. You don't need to put lithium grease in here because there's really nothing there. You just need lithium grease inside these channels. So if you're gonna start on that side, you need to take the opposite side. Then you're gonna fold it. See, there's a bend on the track. I don't know who bent this, but we have to unbend that. So just get like a flathead screwdriver and try to pry that open. So you might need two people to do this. One feeding it and the other one pulling and guiding the track. So it's a little difficult here because someone pinched that part. But once we get that going, it should be easy. Got it? Good?
Yeah.
Oh. Finally got on the track, so we're just gonna pull slowly. Just be gentle, feed it slowly, take your time. Because if you don't, you might get the track, because if you're not careful, you might get it off the track again. It's going to be kind of difficult to get it back onto the channel. So my dad's actually feeding on that side. It's easier if you have one person feeding and the other person slowly guiding it through the channel. But we're just going to soak the whole channel. I know I said do the brush method, but I think through this experience we're having right now, it's a lot better if you just soak the channel. Just go straight, use the straw, and just go straight. There you go. Just be very careful, don't get this stuff in your eyes or your car. Go to the other side here. And just run it. So this might be a little bit overkill, but it's gonna help us slide and lubricate better. Okay. That's the reason why you need two people to do this, because in our situation, this end right here, the T comes out of the track, so my dad is constantly feeding it back into the track while I pull. He's constantly fixing the tube while I pull it.
Okay, hold on.
I can already tell this has a lot more body into it, a lot more stuff on the inside because of that tube. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there. We are, whoop, there's our end goal. And yeah. And pull. You just pull in slowly because you might end up tearing out the rubber. If you have a draft going inside your garage, this will definitely eliminate that, especially if you have pests, bugs, rodents.
Okay.
And you're wondering why there's rat droppings inside your garage. This is probably the main reason why. It's because you have this opening on the bottom of your garage door. That lithium grease definitely helps out. If you're interested on this product or the white lithium grease, I'll leave the link on the description down below. Make sure you check out that link. This tube measures 16 feet. My dad measured this and the garage door was 16 and a half. That don't matter because this is actually stretchable. I actually told my dad I was gonna do this with my garage door by myself, but through this experience, I don't think I can do this by myself. I need his help. Two people. Here's a tip. Instead of just forcing it through, kind of just do a wiggle. Like a, there you go, like a side to side action, like a sawing action. Makes it a lot easier. So far it's looking really nice, a lot better than before. So here's a little tip. When you're pulling this, don't just keep pulling it on one end. Go to this side, pull a little bit here to relieve the tension, and then evenly distribute it through the track, because if you just keep pulling there, there's still a little bit of built rubber on this side. This will definitely help it move. There we go, we did it. We did it, that's it. Whoever did this and whoever installed this, they crimped this. I don't think it's necessary. This thing's not gonna go anywhere. They probably crimped this because they're trying to stretch the rubber, I don't know. But that's what me and my dad are speculating. Now this was 16 feet, the door is 16 and a half. And look how much is left over from this that they provide for you. Look how nice and solid that is. Don't cut it all the way exact. I'll leave about an inch extra, just so that just in case it does move, you still have a little bit of playroom. Don't cut it exact. As actually, it's okay to have half an inch at the edge right there. It's not gonna hurt anything. It's actually good to have a little bit of extra on the edge. So here's to cut it, very easy. Just take your utility knife, extend it to about 3 to 4 inches, make it a lot easier for yourself. And you don't want to cut it exactly, because if you do and you mess up, then you don't have, you got about 4 inches left over on your other one. You can just throw that away. Look how thin this is. This is exactly what I have on my garage door as well. And my garage door is 6 months old, brand new. And this is the same exact thing that they put on standard garage doors. Compared to here, the material on this stuff is a lot thicker compared to this one. Oh yeah, that seals way better. If we focus right there, there is no light going through the crack. A little bit of mass still showing, not completely flat. Let's take a look at it from the outside. Look at that. Fits like a champ. So here is the final install. Notice how it's nice and flush on the end. Again, tip, if it starts crimping on the ends right here, take off a little bit of some of that excess on the other side. You can kind of tell that it's kind of riding on air sealing going on, especially if you have a driveway that's a little uneven. This will definitely fill in those gaps. So friends, that's the garage weather stripping seal install. Someone tells you that was an easy install. It wasn't. You will need 2 people to install it. From our experience in this garage, now this is a fairly new garage too. This is about 3 to 4 years old. The benefits of changing out the weather stripping is definitely keep the weather out. It's September here now, winter is coming. If you are running on a heater, It's definitely going to save you a lot of money on your heating bill. The heat is not going to escape out of your garage if you have a heated garage. And most importantly, if you're having any rodents or pest problem, if you're keeping food inside your garage, this will definitely help prevent that from happening, keeping the mice and bugs out of your garage. If you're interested on the same weather stripping that I used on this video, I'll leave the link on the description down below. I highly recommend this one rather than the ones that you buy at Home Depot or Lowe's. The one in the Home Depots are fairly cheap. They're kind of like the same exact ones that we took out of here. No girth, no tubing on the inside of the weather stripping. So this definitely is a lot better. It's built better, and it has that extra tube inside to have that extra mass for that cushion. Because if you don't have that, then it's definitely just going to sit flat, and over time it's going to tear apart, just like what you saw there in a fairly new garage. Now I'm going to do this in my garage as well. I was planning to do it by myself, but like again, you saw the real time. It's not as easy as you think, especially on these garages right here. So friends, if you have any questions on the install, leave a comment on the description down below. I'll be more than happy to answer them. And if you found this video super helpful, please hit that big thumbs up, subscribe, and notification bell, and I'll see you friends on the next DIY. I'll see you next time.